You're listening to the Dank Samp Rebellion.
It's never too early to learn that the government is a greedy piglet that suckles on a taxpayer's teat until they have sore, chapped nipples.
Welcome back to the Dank Samp Rebellion. Cody here. I'm stoked as shit to be here, guys.
How stoked are you?
I'm fucking stoked.
Awesome.
Are you stoked, Phil?
Can't you tell?
So how many meds did you take today?
None.
So it's going to be a good show.
It's always going to be a good show.
Tyler, how's it going, man?
I'm a properly stoked flame.
Yeah.
I can just hear the excitement from your voice.
And for those of you that are loyal listeners, y'all know that's about as excited as Tyler gets.
Like, what's it like? What's it like when you orgasm's like, oh yeah, oh.
He's like, yeah. I'm done.
Okay. It's a little shorter one.
It's like, get off.
And two, it's a little more like.
You just sigh like that, then you start to cry.
You ungrateful son of a bitch! What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I think what it is when I get the demons out like that.
Demons.
The ectoplasm.
Your entire soul bleeds.
Yeah. It recharges the old lithium-ion batteries.
Well, I am super stoked, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Last week we had Rattlesnake Dre on the show from the History Channel. It was a 25th episode, super ball episode.
So grateful he came out, man. It's so cool to
Man, what a great guy. What a cool guy.
Fucking right.
Fun to hang out with. Great information, man.
I still can't believe he broke his dick.
Yeah. He actually broke his dick and was not afraid to tell the truth, and that's what we like on this show. He didn't give a shit what anybody thought.
I've done my research, man. I know
that's it. So yeah.
I mean, I worked with his ex-wife, so that's what happened. But yeah, man, it's so cool that I was able to connect with him and him come on the show like that, because like we said, I mean, we'll go back so far that it's so cool to see like a good friend doing their thing, being successful at it, and having an outlet to where we could help each other out. And that's super fulfilling, because it's like we're not the only ones on the path that we're on.
Right.
We don't feel so alone when we're in the Jumanji of life, you know. So here's to you, Rattlesnake. This one's for me.
Absolutely, dude. I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
But yeah, so this is actually our 27th episode, because
how many?
27.
God damn, that's almost 28.
Yeah, because last week was actually Rattlesnake Dre Part 2, because we actually had so much content and so much great information from this guy that 2 1-hour episodes. And so we're well over our 100 episode mark. So we're pretty proud of that. And we want to thank you guys, because if you guys wouldn't be listening, we wouldn't be doing it. And so more and more people are getting attracted to the show. And we're loving it. We love the attention. We love all the negative shit that y'all say and how much we suck. We want to thank y'all for that. So.
Speaking of negative attention, did y'all recently see the comment that got deleted from YouTube that we posted?
You talking about the one on CNN?
Another one?
Oh, yeah. So we're going to clear something up real quick. I'll put that comment on there. So let me give you the premise. I'm watching a YouTube video on CNN, and for some reason, I see this clickbait video that says, "Judge flips out after being flipped off." So I'm like, I want to see this.
That's a good clickbait title.
Yeah, and it looked cool.
I give him that.
Even though it was CNN, I went against my better judgment.
Sure.
I clicked, I viewed.
Yeah, you did.
Well, once again, I should have known that watching something from CNN is going to trigger me.
No.
So, in Miami, Florida, Cuban judge, big old distinguished white beard, big fat guy sitting up there. And there's a young minor Puerto Rican girl with purple hair. She looked like a little crackhead. And he tells her, he says, "Ma'am, I am giving you a bond of $5,000 And she looks at him. She goes, "Okay, papi, adios." And he was furious. He felt like it was disrespectful. He's like, no, come back here. You come back here. Now I raise your bond to $15,000. And her face dropped. And she said, "Fuck you," and flipped him off. And walked away again. The third time, he says, "Come back again. Did you tell me, fuck me, and with the middle finger?" She goes, "Yeah, and I meant it." He says, $15,000 bond and 30 days in the county jail. So she goes ballistic, and he's pissed off. So I comment on the video, and I say,
What did you say?
"That's why we need the wall." This screwball fuckstick comments on my comment saying, "Dank Samp Rebellion mean the complete joke of a wall anyone with a ladder could climb over." I liked his comment because I was like, okay, you have nothing to do today.
Clearly, neither do we because we're commenting on CNN videos.
Exactly, dude.
And that's how a troll feeds the machine.
Yeah, I'm like in the middle of my breakfast joint, having me a scotch on the rocks with my steak and eggs because I live a white privilege life. And I put this comment. So my retort comment back was, "I meant the wall that should go around the entire nation to keep illegal immigrants out so that these immigrants can stop coming on our soil and breeding and making millennial entitled fucksticks like this one." CNN took my comment down.
Yeah, you said millennial. That's what it was. You should have just said stupid rat bitch.
Cash me outside.
Yeah, they would have left
One
it.
of those.
They would have left it.
So yeah, fuck you, CNN, and yeah,
Not sponsored.
not sponsored, and never
Never-
will be.
never will
Nor
be.
would we want to be.
Okay, so remember how I play this game of hypotheticals and how far
Let's go.
you go?
Let's do
Bring
it.
it on. Let's play a couple games, man.
What would be the number that CNN would be like, "We would like to support your show. Here's this X amount of money for us to say CNN's Dank Samp Rebellion."
And this is where I come in and say it wouldn't happen. And I'm going to tell you why. There is no number from CNN because before CNN would reach that far in their pockets, we would have had 50 other offers by legitimate organizations.
Let me repaint it then. So every other organization has died besides
COVID has killed every other news outlet.
besides CNN miraculously.
CNN lives.
Okay, what about
and-
the National Enquirer?
Not suspiciously either.
Hey, dude, let me
Don't-
tell you one thing.
Don't question it.
I'm going to die with my boots on.
Yeah.
This is the rebellion.
I took that from him too, man. I like that.
Fucking right.
So you know how like
Eugene Bunch.
what was that shit that like every time that this character killed somebody, he took on attributes of who he killed. I think it was Breaking Bad. Every time like we have a guest on the show, we should take attributes from them. Like dying with our boots on is the biggest thing that I got from Rattlesnake.
Absolutely.
So
For a second, I thought you were
That's a
talking about
staple of the rebellion now.
For a second, I thought about like we should kill Rattlesnake Dre. I'm like, what the hell? He's a cool guy. Why do you want to do that, man?
he would kill you first.
Yeah.
Dude, he's made of a rattlesnake. What are you talking about?
His whole life is rattlesnakes and vegetables that he grew.
That's right. The vegetarian rattlesnake.
That's cute.
It's like that's like teaching online to like eat tofu. What the fuck, dude?
But yeah, I mean, like, okay, so to sell your soul to CNN, it doesn't have to be monetarily. What would they have to give you in order for you to do that? For you to completely break every bound that you have of morality to sell to something the complete opposite of what you think? Is it possible? Would you die first?
I think I would have to.
You would literally...
Because I've come this far already. And I feel that strongly about it. Because a lot of times when I am watching anything from CNN and I hear that ridiculous rhetoric and the repetitiveness, we talk about it so often that if you continue to pump the same thing over and over again into somebody's head, that's all they hear. They don't hear anything in between.
It's true.
And they're the professionals at it. And unfortunately, most people are sheeple. They only know how to follow the flock. And the flock is whoever can have the loudest rhetoric and scream it from the mountaintop the loudest and the most amount of times. So I'm going to show y'all this picture that I found online today, and then I'm going to give y'all... I'm going to ask you what you think this woman's doing, and then I'm going to tell you what she's doing.
Okay.
So it's black and white. I'm sorry. My printer ran out of ink.
Is that going to matter?
It does not matter. What do you think she's doing right there?
Hang on, what the hell?
You go first, Phil. I already know.
I can't... My eyes are going back due to old age. Can I take a look
go
at
ahead.
this?
Take a closer look. It's an elderly woman.
Okay.
Don't cheat.
And she's bending over.
Don't cheat.
And she's touching a swing.
I know what she's doing. I already could tell.
Go ahead. What is she doing?
So let me see it. It's a little old lady bent over on a swing, and she's been growing shrooms on these swings, and she's picking them right off. Right, they're ripe, and that's what it's about. Tell me I'm wrong, because I'm not.
Go ahead, Phil. What's your synopsis of this shit?
She's growing swing shrooms and she's picking them.
See, I told you. And if that's not what she's doing, it's what she's doing.
For a second,
It's close.
For a second, I thought she was like nailing nails through the board of the swing, and she's like, "I'll teach those fuckers," you know.
Don't tell me.
So this old lady is pissed off because they have this little park and this swing set next to her house, and the kids are always making all kind of noise and shit. So she went over there with a little bag of her own poo, and she smeared it all over the seat. This little kid, little Timmy, went running and took a swan dive onto that swing. Yeah, they even said at one point she was so mad she went over there with a shovel and tried to dig the post of the swing out of the ground. So that was her last resort. Smooing,
pooing.
poo and smear.
1-2 combo.
Smear and poop.
So you just telling me that we're right just a couple weeks into the future after it rains a couple
That's what I said. You're close. If you give it time. If you give it time to cultivate.
Man, I can't wait to get all these little black kids off the swing.
You know that old racist bitch is thinking that.
It was a white kid that sat in the poo.
Well,
She's an equal opportunist racist. They're good for her.
good for her. Bully for you, old lady.
So I just want to say that once again on DSR Talks, we have predicted the future. This time it was by Philip. A while back, Philip said that we don't have seasons anymore. We have
COVID, murder hornets, riots,
and zombies.
potentially zombie apocalypse.
Well, zombie apocalypse has hit. Houma, Louisiana has made it on the map. Video with 6 million views. A place called Mahoney's.
She sure did.
Zombie COVID Karen started running at the door of Mahoney's Tuesday afternoon.
You talk about the Irish pub place in downtown
Irish
Main
pub
Street.
downtown. I have the video. We're going to upload that. It's actually on my Twitter page. She kept running at the door, headbutting the door.
Holy shit, I did see that.
Started licking the door. I commented and I said, well, I do understand that because I have licked that door at Mahoney's quite a few times. It is delicious. They have a very Irish cream tasting door. But yeah, well, COVID Karen kept trying to smash through the front door until the cops came and drug her ass away.
She put us on the map. Again.
Put us on the map. Last time we was on the map is when Steve-O stapled his nuts to his leg at the Houma Civic Center.
Oh my Jesus.
Yeah, he's banned from Terrebonne Parish. He's never allowed to come back again because of that disgraceful act. You can whip your dick out and helicopter somebody while they're eating a po' boy on Bourbon Street, but Steve-O couldn't staple his own sack to his leg? What a lame fucking place.
We should have him on the show.
I'd love to have Steve-O on the show.
Okay. So the big news is that because MTV no longer shows music videos, they just show ridiculousness on a continuous loop along with Teen Mom and all this other bullshit. Comedy Central has acquired the rights to Beavis and Butthead, and Mike Judd is coming back to do Beavis and Butthead they are confirming 2 seasons with the potential of doing spin-off shows like Daria.
I really hope it's awesome. I hope it doesn't suck.
Well, and here's the crazy thing about this. Like, here I am, I'm at my day-to-day job. I told my coworkers about it. He's our age, mind you, all right? And he's like, what the fuck are they going to do? MTV doesn't play music videos anymore. There's no way in hell they can...
Yeah, they're going to cut out the bit when they're watching all the fucking shitty music videos and all that. That was like the greatest part of the show.
They're not going to do that. Man, that's weak as fuck, though.
I know, but think of it like this. With all the shit going on with Antifa, BLM, and all the other shit, like, what if Cornholio becomes the leader of Antifa, tears down the statues and erects statues of himself?
That is pretty funny.
And he's fucking pissed off because...
Right.
And he's... Beavis and Butthead are responsible for all the bullshit of 2020. Think about it. There's a TP shortage. He's pissed off because he can't find any TP for his bunghole. He's leader of Antifa ripping down statues. They went camping in the woods and they found a deserted nest and they awakened the murder hornets and shit like that. I'm like, they can go in any direction, including make fun of TikTok videos.
I need TP for my bunghole. You will give me TP. Give me your TP. You will give me TP.
Thank you for listening to Dank Samp Rebellion. Check us out on DSRtalks.com.